Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Dear Mathematics and also welcome to the chapter of differential equation. In this particular video, we are going to solve or see the differential equation of the type second order and first degree. That means d square y upon dx square is equal to h of x. And we will see also the procedure to solve this type of second order first degree differential equation. Because in the previous topics, we have already seen the solution or the methods to solve the first order first degree differential equation. So let us see what is the second order first degree differential equation and then what are the procedures are there to solve it. So it is of the form d square upon dx square is equal to h of x. That means it is of second order and its degree is 1 and it is represented as a function in terms of x variable only. So the procedure is like this. It can be solved in 2 steps. And in each time we have to solve a first order or first degree differential equation. So the question will be in your mind, why we should solve a first order first degree differential equation? Because we have given a second order first degree differential equation. That means the first step, the very first step is we have to convert the second order first degree differential equation into the form of a first order first degree differential equation by using some of the considerations there. So let us see what are the considerations. So this is the procedure. So first of all, we have to go through the given differential equation of second order and first degree, and it is d square y upon dx square, it is h of x. That means the total function is represented in variable of x only. Then we have to consider, because we know that from the differentiation chapter we know that it can be represented in the form of the second time derivative of y. That means the first time derivative is dy upon dx and the second time derivative is dy dx of dy by dx. And then here we have to consider, then we have to go through and consider. So it is d square y upon dx square and it now been converted into the form of dy dx of dy upon dx is equal to h of x as it is given here. And here the considerations for this problem. Then we have to consider dy upon dx as p. Suppose we have taken it as p. Now this equation becomes, using this consideration, we can have dp upon dx as h of x. Now you can see that it is a differential equation of first order and first degree. Now we can easily you can easily find out the general solution of this given differential equation. Integrating both sides, we have integral of dp is equal to integral of h of x with respect to x. Integral of dp, it is p. Then suppose integral of h of x with respect to x, it is phi of x. Suppose it is another function phi of x we are getting here. Then it is phi of x plus any constant c1. But again, we have to put the value of p here as we have considered it as in the terms of dy upon dx. Now we have to put these considerations again here. Now dy upon dx, because we have to find out the general solution in terms of y and x only. So dy upon dx, it is phi of x plus c1. Then integrating both sides again integrating both sides, we have integral of dy, it is integral of phi of x plus c1, and then applying the algebra of integration, that means by using the separation of integration, we can have y is equal to, integrating it separately, integral of phi of x with respect to x plus integral of c1 dx, and here c1 is a constant, So the solution will be whatever the value of integral of phi of x is, it does not care, but here it is the consideration, it is c1x plus c2, and this is the required general solution. This is the required general solution of the given second order first degree differential equation, which is the required general solution of the given second order first degree differential equation. So it is all about the fundamentals and the procedures to solve the second order first degree differential equation of the kind d square y upon dx square is equal to h of x. That means the second order first degree differential equation is totally in terms of x variable only. Then let us move towards some of the examples, and after the examples then we will solve all of the problems of your exercise book. So here it is the first example that is based upon the second order first degree differential equation. So let us solve them. So first of all we have to convert it into the first order first degree differential equation by using some of the considerations here. So it can be converted into the form of like this 6x plus 2. Then we have to consider, suppose dy upon dx it is as p. Then by putting this consideration here, dphi upon dx it is 6x plus 2. Then dphi is equal to 6x plus 2 dx, integrating both sides. Integrating both sides, we have integral of dphi, integral of 6x plus 2 with respect to x, and then it is integral of dphi, it is p, and then by using the separation method we can have 6 integral of x dx plus 2 integral of dx. Now it is p is equal to 6x square divided by 2 plus 2x plus any constant. Suppose it is c1, then it is 3. Now again we have to put the value of p here, and that is dy upon dx. So it is dy upon dx, it is 3x square plus 2x plus c1. So dy is equal to 3x square plus 2x plus c1 dx. Then again we have to integrate both sides. Again integrating both sides. Again integrating both sides, we have integral of dy, it is integral of 3x square plus 2x plus c1 dx. Integral of dy it is y, then by using the algebra of integration here, separating all of the integrations present in this function, 3x square dx plus 2 integral of x dx plus c1 integral of dx, then it is y is equal to 3x cube divided by 3 plus 2x square divided by 2 plus c1x, and the another constant here we have taken it as c. Then cancelling both all of the common parts from the numerator and also in the denominator part, we are getting the final general solution here. Y is equal to x cube plus x square plus c1x plus constant c, which is the required general solution. Okay. So it is all about the first example based upon the second order first degree differential equation. So let us move towards to the another example here. Suppose the question is like this: d square y upon dx square, and it is sin x minus cos x. So first of all we have to convert this into the first order first degree differential equation form. Then we have to go through the two-step integration parts here. Suppose dy upon dx it is p, and by using this part here we are getting dphi upon dx it is sin x minus cos x. and then d phi is equal to sin x minus cos x dx. Then we have to integrate both sides with respect to their corresponding operators. That means the first left hand side we have to integrate with respect to p, and then we have to integrate the right hand side with respect to the variable x here. So integrating both sides, we have integral of d phi, it is integral of sin x minus cos x dx. Then integral of d phi, it is p. Then by integrating both of the functions here, sin x and cos x with respect to x. So here the value of a p, it is dy upon dx, and then sin x, integral of a sin x, it is minus cos x, minus integral of cos x, it is sin x plus any constant. Suppose I have taken it as c1. Then we have to integrate another times here. So the here dy is minus cos x minus sin x plus c1. Integrating both sides, we have integral of dy, integral of cos x with respect to x. Okay, let us do step by step. Let us solve it step by step, because the steps are important for the examination, because the steps are carrying such marks. So integral of dy, it is y, then minus integral of cos x dx, minus integral of sin x with respect to x, plus c1 integral of dx. Then it is y minus sin x, it is minus integral of sin x, it is minus cos x. So minus and minus, it is getting plus here. Then c1x plus another constant c. So here it is the general solution of the given differential equation, which is the required general solution of the given differential equation. So these are the two examples based on the second order first degree differential equation. So let us move towards your exercise part of your element book of mathematics. So here it is the first problem for your exercise. Because the first bit is the very much easier to use, so I am going through the second bit of the number 6. So according to our procedure, first of all, it is converted into the first order first degree differential equation. Consider dy upon dt as p. Then it is d phi upon dt, it is e to the power 2t plus e to the power minus t. Then d phi is equal to e to the power 2t plus e to the power minus t dt. Integrating both sides, we have integral of d phi, it is integral of e to the power 2t. Integral of d phi, it is phi, then integral of e to the power 2t dt plus integral of e to the power minus t dt. Then phi is equal to e to the power 2t. Okay, the value of phi here, it is dy upon dt. Integral of e to the power 2t, it is e to the power 2t upon 2. Integral of e to the power minus t, it is e minus e to the power minus t plus any constant, we have taken it as c1. Then dy is equal to e to the power 2t divided by 2 minus e to the power minus t plus c1 dt. Again we have to go through the integration process. So again integrating both sides, we have integral of dy, it is integral of e to the power 2t divided by 2 minus e to the power minus t plus c1 with respect to t. Then integral of dy, it is y, then integral of, okay, 1 by 2 is constant, 1 by 2 integral of e to the power 2t dt minus integral of e to the power minus t dt plus c1 integral of dt. And then it is y e to the power 2t divided by 4. So it will become plus e to the power minus t, because integral of e to the power minus t, it is minus e to the power minus t. Again here it is present minus, so multiplication of two negative sign, it is plus e to the minus t plus c1 t plus another constant, suppose I have taken it as c. So it is the required general solution. It is the required general solution. So it is all about the first problem. Then let us move towards the next problem of this exercise. So it is the fourth bit of the number 6. I have left the third bit of number 6 because it is very much easier to you and you can solve it by your own. So solve it. This given differential equation can be converted into the form of x into sin x, because cosec x, whenever it will be shifted towards the right hand side, it will become sin x. So you have to solve this differential equation of second order and first degree, x sin x. So consider dy upon dx, it has a p. So dp upon dx, it is x sin x. So we have to integrate both sides. Integrating both sides, we have integral of dp, it is integral of x sin x with respect to x. Okay, so it is in the form of the multiplication of two functions, so you have to apply the integration by parts method here. So just solve the, or just do the procedure in the right hand side and then again put these values here again. So integral of x sin x dx, here the first function it is x and the second function it is sin x. So x integral of sin x dx minus derivative of x into integral of sin x and then their whole integration of their multiplication, then it is minus x cos x minus integral of x, it is a derivative of x, it is 1 integral of sin x minus cos x. So it is minus x cos x minus into minus plus, then integral of cos x with respect to x minus x cos x plus integral of cos x, it is sin x plus any constant c1. So you have to put these values here and you can solve it, or you can get through the procedure directly in between the problems, or you can do the procedure in the right hand side part of your answer sheet. Okay, so integral of dp, it is p. Okay, then the integral of x into sin x, it is minus x cos x minus x cos x plus sin x plus any constant c1. Then we have to put the value of p here, and the value of p, it is dy upon dx. The value of p is here dy upon dx. Dy upon dx, it is minus x cos x plus sin x plus any constant c1. Then we have to go through another integration process here, second time integration. So integrating both sides, we have integral of dy, and in the right hand side integral of minus x cos x plus sin x plus c1 with respect to x. Let us apply the algebra of integration or basic properties of integration. That means we have to integrate it separately for the one of the functions. Integral of dy, it is y, then minus integral of x cos x with respect to x plus integral of sin x with respect to x plus integral of c1 plus c1 integral of ds, because c1 is a constant, so it is taken outside of the integration process. So again we have to go through another integration by parts method here, because in the first part it is in the form of multiplication of two functions, so we have to apply the integration by parts method here. So let us do the procedure in outside of the answer sheet. You may do it in your right hand side page of your answer sheet, and then you can apply here. Okay, or you can put here directly step by step, so that answer will be easy. Integral of x cos x dx, here first function is x and the second function is cos x. So by using the definition of the integration by parts method, x integration of cos x dx minus derivative of x integral of cos x dx with respect to x, then it is x sin x minus derivative of x, it is 1, integral of cos x, it is sin x, then it is x sin x minus integral of sin x with respect to x, it is x sin x minus integral of sin x, it is minus cos x dx. Then at the last time step of this procedure, x sin x plus cos x plus any constant, as we have taken already c1, so let us take here c2. Okay, no need to write down here constant c2, because at the end we are getting another constant, so we can directly put down this constant here. So we are getting here y is equal to minus x sin x plus cos x, integral of sin x, it is minus cos x, then c1x plus any constant c2, so by solving, it is minus x sin x minus cos x plus c1x plus c2. Here c1 and c2 are two arbitrary constants. You can take any of the form of the constant c1 or c or c2, minus x sin x minus 2 cos x plus c1x plus c2. It is the general solution of the given differential equation. Then let us move towards to the another problem. So the next problem is here for you sec x d square y upon dx square, it is equal to sin 3x, but it is not in the general form of the second order first degree differential equation. So first of all, we have to convert this into the general form of the second order first degree differential equation. That means it will be in the form of sin 3x into cos x, because whenever sec x function is shifted towards the right hand side, or it makes the change over the sides, so sec function is converted into the cos function. So here first of all we have to go through some of the trigonometric formulas here, and we have to apply some of the trigonometric formulas. So first of all it is sin 3x multiplied with cos x. Let us divide and multiply a 2 here, so that we can apply the transformation formula, that means product to sum, the transformation formula of trigonometry, and it is sin 4x plus sin 2x, because 2 sin a into cos b, that means it is sin a plus b plus sin a minus b. So we went through these expressions here, then d square y, so we have to go through another consideration here, d upon dx, dy upon dx, it is half of sin 4x plus sin 2x, then derivative of let us consider dy upon dx as p, so it becomes derivative of p, that means dp upon dx, and it is half of sin 4x plus sin 2x. Then we have to go through the integration of the both sides, integrating both sides, we have integral of dp, it is half integral of sin 4x plus sin 2x with respect to x. Then integral of dp, it is p half integral of sin 4x dx plus half integral of sin 2x integral with respect to x. The value of a p, it is dy of an dx, derivative of y with respect to x, and it is half minus cos 4x divided by 4 plus half minus cos 2x divided by 2 plus any constant c1, then dy of an dx, it is minus 1 upon 8 cos 4x minus 1 upon 4 cos 2x plus c1. Then again integrating both sides, we have integral of dy, it is integral of minus 1 by 8 cos 4x minus 1 by 4 cos 2x plus c1 with respect to x. Then integral of dy, it is y minus 1 by 8 integral of cos 4x minus 1 by 4 integral of cos 2x plus c1 integral of dx. Then by using the appropriate formula here, we can get through the solution, general solution of the given problem here. Sin 4x divided by 4 minus 1 by 4, it is sin 2x divided by 2 plus c1x plus any another constant c here. Then y is equal to minus 1 upon 32 sin 4x minus 1 upon 8, it is sin 2x plus c1x plus any constant c. So here it is the general solution. You can write down, it is the required general solution. So it is all about the problem of the sixth bit of sixth number. Then let us move towards the last problem of this video session, and in that problem we will conclude our video session. So here it is the last problem for you of this current video session. So let us go through it, though it is in the form of e to the power minus x d square y upon dx square is equal to x. That means it is not in the general form of the second order first degree differential equation, because the general form of the second order first degree differential equation is d square y upon dx square is equal to h of x. That means the total left hand side part is the second time derivative of the dependent variable with respect to the independent variable, double derivative, and in the right hand side part we are getting through the sum of the function totally containing the variable x. So let us go through the problem and first of all convert this into the general form of the second order first degree differential equation. Then we have to go through the consideration part. That means we have to convert it into the form of derivative of y with respect to x, that means double derivative, and it is in the form of x e to the power x. Suppose dy of an dx, it is p, we have considered it as p, then this equation becomes dphi of an dx, it is x multiplied with x e to the power x. Integrating both sides, we have integral of dp, it is integral of x e to the power x dx. Again I am telling that we can integrate both of these functions by using the integration by parts method in the system or in the flow of the problem, or also you can integrate, as it is a long process, integration by parts method, so you can integrate and you can easily put the formula of integration by parts method and you can integrate in the right hand side page of your answer sheet. So let us, I have to integrate it in my right hand side part of my answer sheet. So x multiplied with e to the power x dx, here first function is x and the second function is e to the power x. So by assuming these conditions and by using the integration by parts method, here x multiplied with integral of e to the power x with respect to x minus derivative of x, integral of e to the power x, and then integral of whole of their multiplication. Then it will be x e to the power x minus derivative of x, it is 1 integral of e to the power x, it is e to the power x, then its integral with respect to x. At x e to the power x minus integral of e to the power x with respect to x, then it is x e to the power x minus e to the power x and plus any constant, and we will take here the constant. So the value of integral of dp, it is p, and the integral of x multiplied with e to the power x with respect to x, it is x e to the power x minus e to the power x plus any constant, and I have taken it as c1. Okay, I have not mentioned here the constant because I have to mention in this step. Okay, so let us go through the second time integration process, because we have to integrate the second order first degree differential equation 2 times. So then we have to put the value of p here, and the value of p, it is dy of an dx, it is x e to the power x minus e to the power x plus constant c1. Then we have to integrate another time. Integrating both sides, we have integral of dy, it is integral of x e to the power x minus e to the power x plus any constant c1 with respect to x. Then you can see that again we have to go through the same integration by parts method another times here in the right hand side. So integral of dy, it is y, then we have to separate the integrations. Integral of x e to the power x dx minus integral of e to the power x with respect to x plus c1 integral of dx. Then again we have to go through the same procedure. Okay, x, okay, let us solve it here. Y, x integral of e to the power x dx minus derivative of x integral of e to the power x dx, and then their whole integration with respect to x minus integral of e to the power x plus c1 integral of dx. Then it is y, x e to the power x minus 1 multiplied with e to the power x dx minus e to the power x, then plus c1. Then it is y, x e to the power x minus integral of e to the power x with respect to x minus e to the power x. Okay, it is c1x plus c1x. Then y, x e to the power x minus e to the power x minus e to the power x plus c1x plus any constant c, because as for the integration process, we have to take another constant here, c2. Okay. Then it is y, x e to the power x minus 2 e to the power x plus c1x plus constant c2. Then y, taking the e to the power x common here, because we have to reach through the final step of the problem, because we have to reach the final step, because this step is given in your answer sheet book. So we have to go through that up to that step. Taking e to the power x common, so it will be x minus 2 plus c1x plus c2. So it is the required general solution. It is the required general solution where c1 and c2 are arbitrary constants. Okay. So this is all about the fundamental behind the second order first degree differential equation. Then we went through the procedure to solve the second order first degree differential equation. Then we crossed over the examples, and then finally we have reached the some of the important problems of your exercise book number 6 of 11A exercise of differential equation chapter. So it is all about this particular session, and in the next session we will move towards and we will discuss about the particular solution of a given differential equation. Till then, thank you.